Hi everyone. Okay, I'm here. Let me scoot you right there. Okay, we are going to use this doodle bug. So hold on one sec. Okay, so French Kiss. It's called French Kiss. So this one is like primarily a Valentine's Day one, but you know how I feel about all that stuff. I don't care if, you know, you can change everything. You don't have to. You can buy all these cutesy things and not use it for Valentine's Day and make it not Valentine's-y. Is that a word? Valentine's-y. But that's how I feel. And the colors were perfect for this spread, so I went with it. So let's get started because I'm excited. Okay, so I embellished the heck out of this, and it is kind of hodgepodgey. You know how sometimes when I get a little rushed or whatever, I tend to hodgepodge a lot, and I don't mean to, but it's just timing, you know. And I was looking at this earlier today, and I was laughing. We're gonna start. I was laughing because I'm like, you know what? Design A is, oh, I went to the doctor. Let me, remind me, okay? Remind me to tell you about the doctor, about my cough. Okay, so I was looking at my, as I was prepping for the video, I started thinking about this Project Life and stuff, and I'm like, every week I get excited to do my weekly. And I'm like, you know, that's awesome. And I love the fact that I still love this more than anything. I am not tired of it. And then I was looking at it going, you know what? I know how people change things because of the whole, I did a lot of stick letters. So I'm going to only do this one. The rest of them are kind of smaller, so I don't want to take your time up with just doing this. You know how I hate wasting time by putting these down, but this one I'm going to, because that way I can talk to you. So because a lot of this is a lot of words. So anyway, so the what was I telling you? So yeah, Design A, I am not tired of it. It has been since June or July of 2014 that I have been doing Project Life, and I've been doing it weekly since day one. I've never done monthly. I've only done weekly. I like the monthly, but I have time. That's why I choose to do weekly, because I have time and I can do it. If I didn't have the time, then yeah, of course, you know, it's too hard. And then I don't have small kids, so I don't have anything that I have to focus on. So there's a lot of reasons why I can do weekly. And so I'm like, you know what? So I was laughing because Design A, I know people get bored, and I'm like, I'm not bored. I am not bored of Design A, and I have been doing it for years and years. But it just, I don't know. It's just because why complicate something it doesn't need to be complicated? So it's, you know, it's like one of those, it's almost like, so what? So what? It's, you know, yes, it's the same every week. But I add inserts when I need to, and that's perfectly cool. That's like Design G or C, or what's the other one I use a lot of? What is the other one, you guys? I do a lot of C. I think it's D. Yeah, I think it's D. But it's, you know, isn't that cute? Look at this. Super cute. Yes, super cute. That's Kit Kat. So anyways, yeah, I'm still excited about it. I still love it, and it still just makes me giddy to start and to print out my pictures, and, you know, do my 8 little ones, and do my, so that's 4, print out my 4, and 4 little bordered pictures, and then print out my 7 borderless 4x6s. I love it. I love it. So, you know, do what you love, you guys. So who cares if it's always the same? It doesn't, I mean, who cares? It is what it is. So I love it. And I can't get enough of it. In fact, remember I told you guys that I'm going to do something different for my my vacation albums. Well, okay, so I did a 12 by 12, and then I was like, you know what, this is too big. I don't like it for this. I want it to be smaller, and so I did. So I went into the smaller size, which I think is a 6 by 8, but I'm not positive. I don't remember what size it is. But either way, I'll do a flip through when I'm completely done, because I'm almost done, but not completely done. So I just have to put in our little brochures and things like that. But I was done within like 2 days. I could have been done in a whole night, but you know, I get tired, and so I didn't finish it all in one night. So it took 2 days, and well, I'm not completely done, so I guess it's more than 2 days. But that's because I I ended up making that layout, which I'll do another flip through, because I think I have like, that's bust by the way. I have three books that are almost done for my TNs. So I have been having fun in that one, and only some have made it to Instagram, because the rest of them are all just remember I told you some are cutesy and some are not. Well, a lot of what I've been doing is documenting, and it's not cutesy, so I don't share those on Instagram. So I'll share with you guys though on my walkthrough. So hopefully you guys will you know, enjoy that. So yeah, so the doctor. I went to an ears, nose, and throat specialist this morning because I can't get rid of this cough. I'm afraid, you know, after, you know, Beth Chapman's death, you know, at 51. Oh man, that's so sad. I was like, with her throat cancer, I'm like, my fear is having throat cancer, and because of my thyroid, and it's in the acid reflux. I have really bad acid reflux, and that leads to cancer also when you have acid reflux. So all the acid, I guess, built up, and it causes cancer. So I'm like, and I feel I like my doctor, but she's almost like a know-it-all. and I want someone, okay, I'm not going to change my doctor, but I do have insurance, luckily. So I can pick and choose where I want to go. And so I have a big wad of hair on my chest. How in the world? So anyways, I just look down right now and I'm like, what in the world? I have a shirt on, so it's on my shirt, but it's just weird. So it's hot. I took a nap, so it's been a long morning. I've been up since 5:30, so I took a nap, but then everyone decided to call me. And you know, nobody calls me, and then they call you, right? And so I was laughing because I'm like, okay, I was finally resting, and then everybody calls. So, but anyways, so I decided to go to an ears, nose, and throat specialist because my doctor, you know, she's just like, you're okay. And I'm like, okay, I understand I could be okay. I understand all that. But this is my fear. Can you just send me to an ears, nose, and throat specialist? Because that way, or, you know, get me ultrasounds, do this kind of stuff, you know, help me out with just checking it out. It doesn't cost you anything, you know, it's my insurance. I have to pay, so not you. So I'm like, can you just, I don't know my throat hurts. I'm worried. I just would like to have some reassurance. How hard is that? And so yeah, so I didn't wait for her because, oops, I just bumped my head. I don't know if I bumped my head with you guys, but I went because I have a PPO now. This Costner's an arm and a leg. I decided to look at our insurance carriers and find a doctor, and I decided to do it my dang self. So I called up the ears, nose, and throat specialist who is on our plan, and they weren't going to get me in till the 25th, I think it was, because I'm leaving on vacation and I won't be home. And so this is going to say, do not disturb, dream in progress. This is Dory, but I need to fix that. So we'll do that in a little bit, or else I'm going to be here fussing with it forever. So anyway, so yeah, I called, I made an appointment. I told him what was going on. I'm like, I can't stop coughing or choking. It's not a cough anymore, it's choking. And I feel like I have a marble in my throat. And I'm like, I can feel something there. And so the girl's like, okay, no problem. She's like, we'll get you in on the 25th. Well, then she calls me back later that afternoon. She's like, the doctor wants to see you right now since you feel you have like a mass or something. I'm like, okay. So Tim's working 72 hours, so he's been gone. He won't be home till Friday, and that's a maybe. He may not be home until Saturday. So he couldn't go with me, but I kind of knew what to expect because I've been to the ears, nose, and throat specialist before, and because I've done a biopsy on my throat before, and I think it was 11 years ago is what she told me today. So 11 years, you guys, and that's why it's one of my biggest concerns. And so she says, the doc wants you to come in as soon as possible. And I said, okay, well, you know, I'm home all week, so I can go at any time. She says, okay, well, can you come tomorrow morning at 8:30? And I'm like, wait, this is Monday. No. That was yesterday. Yeah, so it all happened in one day. And so she's like, can you just come in tomorrow morning 8:30? And I'm like, sure, but it's not in our town, so I have to travel a ways. I have to travel an hour out of our home. And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't mind traveling to get to a doctor, so that's, you know, not a big deal. But I'm like, okay, can we no, skip that, what that last sentence was, because there was no, yeah. So I decided, okay, well, I have to leave the house at 6:45, because they want me there at 8:15. Well, we have really bad traffic where we live, really severely bad traffic. It takes to get from here to, what is it, like 12 miles, it takes almost 30 minutes sometimes. So it's like, it's a hit and miss. It could take 20 minutes or it could take 30 minutes or a long time. So I'm like, okay, so I decided to play it safe and leave early. So I did, and I got there on time, and it was good and stuff. And she came in and she put the dang, she's like, I'm going to numb your nose because we're going to put the camera down. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I've had that done before. It is horrible because, you know, I'm the person that can't stand taking medicine. I hate taking medicine. I hate doing any of that stuff. I hate drinking stuff. Oh my God, you guys, I cannot drink anything that's funky. In fact, I mean, because alcohol does nothing for me, right? I've told you guys that before. I don't care for alcohol. It dehydrates me. It doesn't do anything for me. So I'm like, I just prefer not to have it, only because I love coffee and water. And I've been liking the juices from like Costco, or those ice, those thin ice. I drink those too. I like those, but that's about it. That's about as drinking as I can do. And so and I was laughing because I was like, I've had a drink in 6 years. I've had 2 drinks. And it's not because, I mean, it's not because because, you know, it's like, okay, I'm afraid to, you know, to drink or any of that stuff. I just don't, I'd rather have coffee. So yeah, it's not for me, and that's okay. But I hate drinking stuff. I hate funky things in my nose. I hate all that stuff. So it was like one of those, try not to panic, because this thing is going down your nose, goes down this tube goes down your nose. All you have to tilt your head back, and then they put this dang long cord, and okay, so I'll tell you guys something personal. So if you have kids, plug their ears. So I have my personals up top pierced. The needle they use is literally this long. Okay, so it's this long to pierce fun things, right? And so that's what it reminded me of, this nose, and I'm like, oh. So try, and then she's like, blow out your cheeks and say ee, and oh my god, I'm trying not to panic, you guys, because that is the freakiest thing ever. It's the freakiest. So yeah, that was my morning at 8:30 this morning, and I'm like, I'm trying not to be a wimp, but I'm a wimp because I'm like, that's just too much for me. I'm like, eek. So yeah, it's just oh yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, I tell you. So that was, by the way, the top part I was telling you about, that was a midlife crisis a few years ago, and that was interesting. Oops, that was an interesting thing, and they're still there, but I'll tell you what, it's pretty intense. So but yeah, oh my gosh, so Dory is just adorable because she loves watching TV. She absolutely loves it. And she was watching TV on my back one night, and so I was laughing because it's just the cutest thing. And you know, not horror movies, but like Riverdale, you know, it's not a horror movie, but you know, it's pretty intense. Well, they were you know, the noises, the boom, you know, that kind of thing, and she kind of gets like nervous, but not nervous, but you know, that look of like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next, that kind of nervous. So more like just, you know, she could be eating popcorn and she, you know, that kind of thing. But she was so cute, and so I just kept taking pictures of her, and it was just amazing. So it was pretty cool. So I will be gone. So if you're, I don't know how many friends on my Facebook watch my videos, but if you do, don't say anything, because I love, just for my own pleasure of, you know, doing our selfies, and you know, like, where's Mandy and Tim going kind of thing. So, but I'll tell you guys where we're going, because I thought about it going, you know what, I wonder if there's some quiet people who don't say, you know, where they're from, and I missed an opportunity to at least say hi to them. And so I thought, oh, well, maybe I'll tell you guys from now on where I'm going. That way, you can tell me if you're near there. But anyways, we're going, especially because you just seen this, which is these are our first magic bands. We've never had magic bands before, but it's been a while since we've been to Walt Disney World. So we're going to Walt Disney World for 2 days next week, and we have people at our house, so it's not like, you know, I'm worried about, you know, burglars or anything. We have cameras inside and outside our house, and we have family over, so I'm watching the house, and then people stay here while we're gone because of the puppies, because we don't uproot them, so I'm not worried about that. But so we're going to be gone. We're leaving on Tuesday, and we're going to go to Walt Disney World for 2 days, and then we get on the Disney cruise for 5 days. So we're going to Castaway Cay for 2 days. So I got us a cabana. It's Tim's birthday. It's my husband's birthday on the 12th. So that's why we're going. And so he needs a break. He really needs a break. So so it's a good thing. It's coming at a great time, because his high blood pressure medicine, I'll tell you what, he has high blood pressure. He takes high blood pressure medicine, the highest dose. He still has high blood pressure. So yeah, he is a very intense kind of guy. So he needs a break. He really does. So, but we went to Boston last week to go see the Hugh Jackman concert. That was fun. If you can go see him in concert, it is the most fun you can see. It is so fun. Even my husband was like, hey, he was entertaining. And I was like, that's cool. And so yeah, he enjoyed it, which is good, because he went with me. And yeah, but if you can go see him. He's really fun in concert. So hopefully these are kind of straight. I went with the silver theme. I like silver, and sometimes Dory, she's having a nightmare. Bess is really tired, huh? anyways, my dad's having a hard time. Cheyenne said she's done. She's like, he is refusing everything. So I'm like, he's a grown man. It is what it is, darling. You did your best. You know, you can't force a grown man to change his ways, so it's okay. And so she doesn't want to give up on him because she doesn't want him to die. Either do we. But you can't. I mean, he's 70 years old. You can't. You just can't. He's able-bodied. He's able-minded. It's not like you can just take control because he's, you know, not able to take care of himself. No. So, yeah. So it's kind of scary times right now with him, and just trying to figure out what we can do to help him. But yeah, I don't know. Very, very irritating all at the same time. She had her background check come back. She was all perfect for that, of course. She's a good girl. And then she had her polygraph done today, and it took 3 hours. And she's like, oh my God, that was like the scariest thing ever. So, but the lady who was doing the polygraph said it was, she did good and she passed. So, that she would do the report and she would send it over to the captain. And so they're going to, hopefully she starts pretty soon, you guys. Hopefully. That would be awesome if she did. So let me say thank you to Kai's mom. Let me put this down while I say thank you. And then Dee and Annabelle, hi. And then so cool that you guys watched. And then the gold bow. I have an accent all of a sudden. I know, I loved it too. It was my favorite. The mini ears. And then Lori Annie 670, Cheryl Nevins, Marlena Q, Liz Youngkin, Karen Haynes, and Barbara Haish. Thank you so much for leaving me comments. I love reading them. I really do. And it's so fun. So it's just fun. It's awesome. Whoops. So that's it, you guys. I don't know. Well, I'll be gone for a while. So I won't be back for about a couple weeks as far as filming. So, but I get to come home to all my kits. All my kit subscriptions will be here. So yeah, that's awesome. So I'll be videoing everything galore. So pretty cool. All right, guys, what do you think? I love it. I love it. It's really wordy, that's for sure. I use my words. They're not big words, but they're words. So, all right, guys. Banahans, look on Instagram and Project Life Obsessed for closer pictures. He is really tired. For closer pictures. So take care, everyone. Have a great 4th of July. Have a great 4th of July. Be safe. And we'll talk to you guys all later. So, Banahans. Bye, guys. Bye.